What's up guys, Goji Boy here, and today I am bringing you a review on the newly released Neca Gargoyles Broadway, the Silver Falcon edition. Let's get started. And here we have Broadway right out of the package. I'm going to try to keep this as brief as possible, considering this is just a reuse of the original release for Broadway, with the exception of the accessories that he comes with. So jumping right into it, I'm going to go ahead and pop off his head just to show you the wings. Set them aside for a quick second. So here we have the closed wings. The original one does not come with these. It comes with the open ones. These are soft plastic with little pegs, which bringing the figure right back into the mold. You're going to see he has the ports right back here through his cloak that go right into his back. Nice and simple. And you can of course use the open wings with the first release of Broadway as well, just mix and match them. Now, pop the head on. Looking nice. We have the same tail as well, soft plastic, bendable. Pretty much do whatever you need it to do, as well as keep the figure standing, because he does tend to have a bit of difficulty doing that on his own. We have the soft goods cloak with the bendy wire sash right here. Has a few loose fibers, but you can just nip those away. Really nicely done. We even had the loops going around very nicely. The collar does not have a bendy wire, but it does stay fixed on its own. Keeps closed as well. Looks good. And the nice thing is this does not impede the articulation whatsoever, at least from what I've noticed. You can still, of course, get your classic T-pose. Be careful not to tear the fabric, but the articulation is all there for this guy. He was kind of limited to begin with, but again, not hindered. So with that being said, I'm not gonna go ahead and take this off for the sake of the review. I'm just gonna leave it on, since that is the point of this edition, is that he comes with this. So he does have the bicep swivel. His arms, while cloaked, cannot do the full 360 naturally, but he can still do that. He does have the double jointed elbows, wrist movement here at the pegs as well. Does not really have much of a ab crunch, but it does swivel around nicely. And as stated, you can take the cloak off and just have him base pose, flexing. Can move about that far back though. So pretty far back. Forward, not so much. And that goes for the reverse of the head. The head really can't move back, as you can see, it just pops off, but it can look down quite a bit. The head really just doesn't move anywhere because of the way the neck peg is, as well as the sculpt of the body itself. It's just going to stay there and move down that much in itself. So we have that, and let's try and move this aside here a bit. You can do full splitsies. Boom, full splitsies. Ball peg here, excuse me, the thigh cut right there. Knees are not double jointed. We have ankle movement right here, as well as rocker, and the toe hinges on those big toes. Overall though, the sculpt is very nice. All the nice details that you expect from Neca. But where this guy shines is with his accessories. So I'm gonna pop his head off because this head is a new one to this bundle. So we have a happy-go-lucky, mouth full of food sort of expression that he comes with, as well as his hat, which is removable. It can be attached to any of his head sculpts due to these pegs right here that go on the spikes. So we also have his more stern face, as well as his angry face, yelling, pissed. Attach that. Boom. There we go. These two head sculpts, as far as I noticed when looking at my original, are identical. These did come with the previous release. So there's that. Move the head on this guy. Pop that back on. There we go. He also comes with his open splayed hands, which were again in the original release, as well as a pair of fisted hands. And he only comes with one additional hand, left hand to be exact. No holdy hand for the right side, unfortunately. So this is one less hand. Then again, the original release, whom had a pair of holding item hands. Set that aside. And for the rest of the accessories, and man, do I love these. Number one, we have this nicely detailed ham, cheese, tomato, lettuce sandwich. Boom. This guy definitely worked at Subway. Look at this. Like, oh my goodness. Fantastic. I love it. He also comes with a takeout container of some noodles with the chopsticks and everything. Fantastic. A pot of chili with the ladle. And a jar of jalapenos. And this is what had me really excited for the figures, just the abundance of accessories. I mean, Neca always knocks it out of the park with the accessories included with their figures. And even the original release of Broadway, he had a chicken drumstick, as well as a bag of popcorn, and I think it was like moss or something. But the food items that he comes with are just so cool. And I really just cannot wait to mix and match these with, other character lines like Ninja Turtles, especially. I have some photo ideas that I would like to incorporate, having Mikey with a whole bunch of food, just having a food coma. So this is really what made the figure for me. So with that, let's go over to the size comparison. All right, and for a very quick size comparison, here we have the newly released Broadway standing next to the Neca Goliath, as well as Demona. He is the shortest of these guys, but with that being said, I mean, he is the same body mold as his original release, so there's no surprises there. Nonetheless, looking really good, especially with their closed wings amongst all of them. Let's get these guys out of the way. And we're gonna go ahead and bring into the fold the NECA Bronx as well as Xanatos figures. So here we have these dudes, all looking extra crispy. Cannot wait to add Lexington to my collection as well. He is the last one that I am missing from this bunch, so I'm really excited to have that dude as well. And let's go ahead and just move into final thoughts. Final thoughts on the newly released Neca Gargoyles Broadway, the Silver Falcon edition. Is he worth it? That's for you to decide, of course. For me, personally, he is worth it, although I will say NECA could have just easily given us an accessories pack that included the closed wings, all the food items, the hat, cloak, etc., as well as, heck, maybe even just throwing in the closed wings for Hudson, because as far as I'm aware, he's the only gargoyle. Well, no, actually, Thalog as well as Angela do not have closed wings. So there you go. They could have easily just given us an accessories pack with remaining closed wings and everything that this guy comes with, instead of just feeding us the same figure. Well, that being said, I still, of course, wanted to cop him because of the accessories. They're just fantastic. I love all the little food options that he comes with, and you could use them for photography or really any other figure series that you have. Ninja Turtles, Spider-Man, etc. So if you see this guy, I would recommend him. If anything, maybe just wait till he's on sale. I managed to get mine from the Target app. He's no longer up there from the making of this video. But yeah, with that being said, I do give him a solid pass. I recommend him. And if you do have any questions regarding this figure or any others, please leave a comment down below. Check out my Instagram at gojiboy93, where you're going to find photos of this guy as well as other figures in my collection. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.